Hey guys, Aaron here, and today on the Aaron White Show, I interview Alika and Kieran. They're travel bloggers, and they basically sold everything they have. And they moved to Bali, and we hear about cool stuff like basically how like the monkeys steal people's stuff over in Bali. And yeah, I'm not going to spoil it. Just enjoy the episode. All right, cheers, guys. Bye. All right, that's recording. Quick word from the sponsors. FIFO, what really happens after pain takes off, and FIFO number 2, how a drug dealer became a FIFO worker. Both available on TikTok under The Aaron White Show or under Aaron Western Author on Instagram and Facebook. For the kids, under Children's Books by Aaron White on Facebook, we have Australian Defence Force Machines, Mining Machines Colouring In Book, Australian Firefighters, Australian Paramedics, Australian Surf Lifesavers, Australian Police Vehicles, Mining Machines Colouring In Book. Yeah, I think that's enough. Yeah, so they're available under Children's Books by Aaron White on Facebook. And all right, let's get started. Today, I have 2 fantastic guests, Alika and Kieran. They're travel bloggers and content creators. And yeah, welcome to the show, guys.
Hi, thank you. Glad to be here.
You're welcome. Hey, today I just want to hear your story, like how and where you guys grew up and your life-changing events and how you end up doing what you're doing today.
Okay.
Yeah, you go first. You go first.
Okay. I was actually born in England and then raised in Australia. My parents moved over to Australia when I was 6 years old. I was living there until I was, in December 2017, I moved to Vancouver. I had a few things happen between then. When I was 19, I actually got married, and then I was divorced when I was 24 or 25, I think. It was a really hard breakup. And then I went through my mum having kidney cancer. And that was a really, really scary part of my life too, but it also really changed the way that I looked at life. It was a few really bad things that happened in all at once. And then it kind of made me think about my life, and I just wanted to experience new things and live in another country. So I moved to Vancouver in Canada. I think it was December 2017. And then I think it was 6 months later, I met Kieran. And then we got married a year after dating. We actually got married in Vegas.
Nice.
Pretty cool. Yeah, it was pretty cool. It was kind of like a elopement, I guess. And then I guess I'll let you go now.
All right, yeah, my life wasn't quite as eventful. I was just born on Vancouver Island, a little small town called Souk. Lived there for the first 23 years of my life, and then when I was 23, moved to Vancouver, and that's where I met Alika, and then that's pretty much all that's happened. I moved to Vancouver just because I felt like I didn't have much potential for growth left on the little island in a little small town. So I wanted to see what else was available to me in the world, and that kind of inspired my move.
Well, that's not all that's happened. So you guys have met, and you've just left out like heaps. So you guys can't stop there. Sorry, where are you living right now?
We're living in Bali right now. Yeah, I guess it's all that part in the middle that we left out. We just decided during COVID and everything that happened, we were thinking about our lives. It made us really think about how life can change in a second. And we just thought what do we want to do with our lives? Do we want to keep living this life where we are doing jobs that we don't really feel passionate about? I guess.
Yeah, like a lot of people, it made us really reassess our priorities in our life and what was actually important, what we actually wanted to do. We just didn't really feel fulfilled with our current life in Vancouver, and we knew we needed a change. And everything happening with COVID was really the catalyst to the life we're living now.
Mm-hmm. We get that it's important to make money and to have a job and security, but we also want to we only get one life. So it's we really want to live it how we want to live it, and we weren't living it the way we wanted it. So we decided, okay, what do we want to do? And we both share a real strong passion for travel, and just living trying different new experiences and living in different countries. So we decided that we would find somewhere cheap to live, and then we'll have the time to work on finding work online that would give us the opportunity to be able to keep traveling, live in different countries all over the world, and that's basically our dream. So that's what we're doing in Bali right now. We decided, okay, let's just pack our lives up and like save really hard and like move to Bali, somewhere that's cheap, somewhere that we can spend a lot of time to work on ourselves and like pursue our dreams.
So what work on yourselves have you done? Is that meaning like yoga, inward, working on yourselves, or what do you mean by when you say that?
It's everything. It's that as well. Back when we were working jobs, we were waking up 6 in the morning, getting home at like 5 at night. You're too tired to go to the gym after work. So we've started doing physical exercise now too, trying to be healthier, take more time to eat healthier. But I think the main purpose of this move was just to be able to work on like our own goals, our own careers, like
what we wanted to do to make money online. So like for me, I love travel. Like I love it so much. It's like such a big passion of mine. So I wanted to share it with others, inspire others to travel as well. So I guess like I really wanted to, I started a travel blog at the start of COVID, when like we had a lot of time, we couldn't really go out or anything. And then I thought, you know, the best thing for me to do is try to give this a go, like give travel blogging a go. And like, this is really what I want to do. And I want to create content and I want to inspire people. So that's what I wanted to work on. And that's what I'm doing every day here in Bali. Just really trying to work on that so that I can find a way. It's not just to make money, it's just to be able to inspire people to like to be, not just to travel, but just to like get up and do what you want to do right now. Because like, you know, we don't have like, yeah, like, I mean, we don't have a lot of time to be able to be wasting really, right? Like,
no, your time's obviously very valuable and you have a set amount of it, so you gotta make the most of it. And we think we can do that the way we're living life now, hopefully. And hopefully we can continue to do so.
So what's your standard day like?
Standard day, like, what do we do?
For the most part, it's kind of boring. We wake up, make breakfast, you know, we kind of just take it easy for the first hour or so. And then we kind of just get straight to work after that. I'm working on trading right now. I'm trying to be a Forex trader. And so I work on that in the morning. She's usually writing or thinking of content she can create and producing that. And we do that for about
most of the day,
like 6 to 8 hours a day, if not longer.
We actually find that we do more like of this than we did working at home, but we love it so much. We have so much passion for it that it doesn't feel like work or anything. Like we will be up early. We get up really early because like here where we live at the moment, like there's roosters that wake us up really early, like 4 or 5 in the morning. So we get up really early and we like straight get into like, you know, doing what we want to do, and we're doing it till like late at night. But we find it like something that we really want to do that doesn't feel like it's work. Right. So
yeah, exactly. And then in between that, she started reading more, we work out together, and that's just
so, and we also try to go out and obviously see Bali a bit too. So we try to take a break. So every like I'd say like 2 or 3 times a week we go out and like find some new place and experience it. So that also gives me like some content to work with and write on my blog about, and also just to have a bit of a break from it all. But yeah, our days are really like, we love it here. It's just, it's so nice to be able to have the time to actually do what you want to do instead of having to get up early, like Kieran said, like 5 in the morning, and force yourself to go to a job that you aren't passionate about. And like like in Vancouver especially, we were surrounded by like junkies on the bus, you know, like having to go to downtown city with junkies, and it was just like not a good environment. And so now we even feel like we're in a really great place that we don't have to deal with all that anymore.
Well, this has spun me out because I thought, always picture Canada and Vancouver, is it like just so nice and stuff, but you're saying there's like junkies and stuff everywhere.
Yeah, well, it's beautiful. Like there's beautiful places in Vancouver, in British Columbia, but in Vancouver itself, I don't know if you've ever heard of like the street East Hastings, but it's a street full of like homeless people and junkies. Like I think it's like the worst street in the world. It is filled with like people that are homeless and on drugs, and because like drugs are legal there as well. And so like these people, like we used to deal with every day on our bus ride to work, on a bus ride home. Like there was something happening on the bus every day. Like it was crazy.
Yeah.
I've never experienced it because coming from Australia, like that wasn't a thing. Like maybe in Sydney, I see the odd few homeless people, but not like Vancouver. It was crazy.
Right? Yeah, it's a massive problem. It's really tragic.
Well, that's a spot. So you just said drugs is illegal. So what if, not that I don't do drugs or alcohol at all. I'm not clean and sober. But so if I was to shoot up heroin or whatever, or have speed or ecstasy on me and stuff like that, the cops can't do nothing. That's totally legal. You're allowed to do that.
Yeah, like there's people shoot up around the street. I've seen it countless times. You see people OD'd on the street. It's just a massive issue with no real easy solution. It's a big problem in Vancouver. So yeah, we probably don't have to get too into that. We certainly don't know. Aren't qualified to be speaking on it or anything.
Yeah, but just being away from that has been really great. Like, yes, Bali is a third world country and it's poor, but the people here, like we haven't even seen one homeless person here, even though they're so poor. It's because they look after each other. Like everybody's family here. So if they don't have enough money, they live with family. And it's crazy. I guess in Vancouver, the majority of poor people are there because of like drugs, which is a big problem. And here, Bali's like, it's illegal to have drugs. That you cannot do that here or you'll get like sentenced to prison for life, I think. So yeah.
Oh, what I was going to say is, because over here in Australia with this whole COVID thing, I think most Aussies feel that Bali's been shut down, like locked down with this whole COVID, and it's all turned to rubbish. But you guys are living there. I've seen quite a few of your posts, and it's basically Waterfalls, living the dream. Is Bali shut down, the businesses and everything? Is it safe to walk the streets? What's Bali like now?
Yeah, it's crazy to think because I know that there's lots of like on the news and stuff, a lot of negativity around like Bali and it being safe, but it's actually like we feel really safe. We feel this more safer than we do in Vancouver. The people are so friendly, and even though they have like nothing and they're like, you know, they're desperate for money, they're very kind and they're very like good people, because most of them are Hindu here, which means that they believe in like karma. So like if you do good, you'll receive good back to you and that kind of thing. So they always treat you like, they treat you so good. They like, we just feel so safe. We don't feel like we're in danger at all. Like I know there's a lot of talk of like crime and things like that, but it's like, we haven't experienced that at all. Every person, every local, like they will look at us and like wave and say hello. And they're just so happy to see foreigners because they just want tourism back so bad. So I honestly, I hope that it does open up soon for tourism. I know right now it's not open. It's open for people that like, you know, want to move here or like be more of a long-term thing. But for like the tourist visa, it's not open. But I really hope it does, because yeah, Bali's really missing that. A lot of locals express to us like how much they like cannot wait for it to open, because that's what they rely on is like tourism.
Yeah, lots of businesses are shut down, and also just so many Balinese people have lost their income because there's so many of them were like drivers and work in hospitality, and so since like hotels lose the majority of their business, they can't keep these people on anymore, and so people so many locals that we've talked to have had to move back in with like their parents. They have to now drive for Grab or Gojek. So many just went back to work in like rice fields. A lot of them lost their income and they're not making nearly as much as they used to now. So yeah, it is really sad to see, because they lost their means to feed their family. And so it's too bad. So, and
they really, really appreciate, like every time we see, like even go to Gojek, which is like Uber, it's like that's like the service that we like, that's the service that they do. They're always so appreciative. They're like, thank you. Like they're just so happy to see tourists, because it's like hasn't happened for 2 years, nearly 2 years, I guess, like since they locked down. So yeah, like it's been really great to feel like we can actually bring our like hard-earned money that we saved for like years in Vancouver to bring it to Bali, where we can give it to people that actually need it, like to be able to like, you know, give a family food for a week, because it doesn't cost that much for that, you know, like it just feels really good to give back to Bali, or give back, give to them.
Yeah, to help people that are kind of in need and not just wasting our money at, I don't know, Walmart in Canada or something.
Yeah. So you're just renting this villa, or like for 6 months, or you're renting it day by day? Or what's the go?
We've been moving around, so
Yeah, usually month by month we're trying to do, but because we don't really know right now where we want to be, because there's lots of places in Bali that are beautiful. We spent like a month in Jimbaran Bay, and then now we're in Ubud in the jungle. So I don't know if like people know, but like Bali is very diverse. There's like in the south of Bali, there's like beaches, beautiful beaches and that kind of thing. Whereas more where we are now, it's jungle and waterfalls and that kind of thing. So I guess we kind of wanted to experience a lot about Bali, and so we've kind of changed locations a bit, but we want to stay in like one place for a long period of time. It's kind of hard to move around a lot, but we're just trying to find where that is, like where we feel like is home.
Exactly, and we're leaning towards kind of South Bali, kind of near the beaches and stuff like that. It's a bit nicer. I like to surf a bit too, so it's nice being close to the ocean.
Oh, nice. I was about to say, how do you guys get around? But do you guys have a little moped, or you just use that Uber thing?
Yeah, we get Gojek. I mean, the scooters are really cheap here. You can probably rent one for like $60 or $70 a month,
If that
even. But it's just that it's just really hard to like drive a scooter here with the rules of the road and whatever.
It's just dangerous, right? I mean, we hear lots of stories from locals that it's usually only like Westerners that end up getting in crashes and stuff like that. And so Gojek, it costs like $2 to drive 10 minutes.
It's
and
really
so
cheap.
It just doesn't seem worth it to rent a scooter when you can be in a car for just as much, if not less, and not have to have your life on the line. So
we have too much to lose at this point. Like we're at the peak of our life. We are like,
the risk reward just doesn't really seem worth it. So I'd rather pay an extra $1 and just for sure be safe. Scooters are a great time though. I love driving them, but
yeah, we did a lot on some islands near Bali, but they were a lot quieter, so that's why we did that.
Tell us a couple of stories about like some cool waterfalls or some little villages that you've pretend I'm like someone I like do one of the little travel blogs. So tell us a story about some cool waterfall or village or whatever you've discovered.
What do you think?
Yeah, there's this one waterfall we went to. It was really hard to find, so I don't remember exactly where it was, but it's not important. So we couldn't really find this place. We find a little trail that we think might be it. We have our driver with us, so we at least have a local. We can talk to other locals, try to find it. Walking down this path, and we get some people farming, and it turns out one of the guys there that's farming used to work with our driver, and they're really good friends. And he asks him where this waterfall is, and he's like, "Oh yeah, I know where that waterfall is." And so he ends up taking us to this waterfall. It's probably like a 20-minute walk or something like that, 20-30 minutes, like through a jungle. He had a machete. He was like cutting down bushes for us to get there and stuff like that. And then, we just got to this incredible, beautiful waterfall, but we wouldn't have found it whatsoever if it weren't for our driver being really good friends with this guy, because it was like a 20-30 minute walk through rice paddies and jungles and stuff like that. We never could have found it without him. So it's just a crazy coincidence that his friend was there to lead us. And it turns out too that he also lived really close by. So after he showed us the waterfall, he took us back to his home. He collected some coconuts from the tree for us and cracked them open, gave them to us.
Yeah, gave us all these fruits to try, which is really cool. And like just to see like where he lives too, like it was really interesting because like we're so used to having like all the comforts and a nice home and stuff, but they live in these little like wooden shacks in the middle of the jungle that like have nothing. It was really interesting for us to see that. But they're so happy, these people, like they're really, really happy with like life and like being able to yeah, I don't know, like they don't
Yeah.
have much material things, but they're just happy.
They're incredibly hospitable. Like they don't have much, but they're so welcoming to bring us into their house and to give just what very little they have, which is just like coconuts and jackfruit. But I mean, they're just so generous with it. And
And that's
yeah,
probably one of the best things we love about Bali is that the people are so nice, like just so friendly, like more than anyone I've met, like I don't know, just anywhere in the world that I've been to. It's like I just feel like the majority of Balinese people are just so nice and friendly and inviting, and just like that's the reason why we really love Bali. One of the reasons. Many.
His shack, his hut, did it have power?
I don't think it did. I really don't think it did.
Yeah, I doubt it. I mean, it's in the middle of nowhere. In the middle of
yeah, no, there weren't any lines going to it. So I bet you he kind of lived off of fires and candle lights.
So his toilet would have been like dig a hole in the ground, or did he have like a toilet there, a bathroom, or?
I doubt he'd have a toilet even. It was really like a kind of a, I don't know, like camping or tree house in the woods like type thing.
Yeah,
right?
it was like that. We didn't really see too much because like their properties are kind of like compounds, right? They have multiple buildings in different places, and they do like they cook in one building, we'll sleep in another. So we didn't really see the full thing. We were just kind of near the kitchen and what I assume was like his bedroom. So we didn't really see the toilet or anything like that.
But it was really cool to see like how they are. And the thing is, like, he didn't even like, he wasn't like scared to be like show, like usually if it's like, I don't know, like us, maybe we'd be a little bit timid to show our place if it was like that. But he wasn't like that, which was really great. Like he was really like, come in, like inviting, like come and like try this fruit and whatever. Like he was just so nice. And like, yeah, he didn't even worry about the way that he was living. Not that it was like super bad, but it was just like a lot different to what we're used to.
How are you going to make money off travel blogging?
I'm not sure. I'm still working that out. But I'm hoping that I can try to get money through like affiliate marketing. I'm trying that, and also through like ads and stuff like that. But that is also like going to come with time. Like I need to have lots of visitors to my site, which is still something I'm working on right now. And I'm also trying like content creating, like with Instagram, social media and stuff. And I'm trying that avenue too. Like I really want to be a travel blogger more than a travel influencer because they're two different jobs. Okay. But I feel like I'm just putting myself out there in every way that I can, just because if anything picks up, like that's great, I'll just go with it. Because I do really like sharing content with people. And like I said to you, like I like inspiring people, and I want people to like even just see a post on Instagram and be like, oh, I really want to go there. And then like they go there because of my post. That would like make my day. Like just even one person going somewhere where I inspire them to go. So I guess that's kind of like, I'm just trying different avenues. I don't know if it's going to make me money or not, but I won't know until I try it. And so that's what I'm here to do, is like to give myself time and to do what I'm passionate about. And I really hope that it does work out, because like, yeah, like I want to live a life of being able to like inspire people and travel and like be able to live in different countries and work online. But yeah, we'll see. I guess you can just follow my journey and see how I go. See if I make it or I don't. But either way, like I'll still try to find something that I'm like, I can work online so that I can keep traveling. If it's not travel blogging, if it's something else, that's fine. I just want to keep traveling and keep living overseas and having these amazing experiences, because life is too short. And I realized that when my mom had cancer and she was like, you know, nearly dying, that I realized that this is like, you know, I need to like do something with my life now. You know, like life is just too short.
Did your mum die, or she's still?
No, she's still alive. Sorry, I should have said that before. No, she's still alive. She survived. She got her kidney taken out, one of her kidneys taken out, and they like took the cancer out with it. So, and it didn't spread to any other organs in her body. So that's great. So now she's in remission, or she might be past remission now, I think. But yeah, she's fine now. But it's just, it was a big point in my life, because actually 6 months before that, I separated with I got divorced from my husband, my ex-husband. And at that point, it was like really hard for me. Like I was like, what am I doing with my life? Like I just felt like I don't know, I kind of already knew how my life was planned out when I married my first husband. I thought this was going to be my husband for life. Like, we're going to have, like, I don't know, we're going to have a great life. Like, we'll probably get a house, like, just do all the normal things. But then, like, yeah, stuff happened, and he was like just terrible, and he ended up cheating on me. And so I ended up, like, I was crushed at like such a young age. And then I was like, okay, great, like my life is falling apart. But my mom, she got diagnosed with cancer, and that changed everything for me. That was when I realized that I was like focusing so much on myself and how, like, you know, sad everything was going on in my life, that I was like, life is too short, and we don't know how much time we have, and we need to use this time to do something that we really enjoy, or like just be happy, just live life. And that's kind of what I'm trying to inspire people to do. It's not even just inspiring people to travel, it's just inspiring people to do what they want to do with their life. Like, I don't know what it is, but just do it now, because you don't know like what tomorrow is going to bring. You don't know what's going to happen in 20 years. And like, life is just, it's just chaotic. Like, you just have to like do what makes you happy right now and enjoy your life. You know, like, that's just kind of what I learned from all of that. And it really changed my life when my mom got diagnosed with cancer. Like, that really changed my life. And that's the reason why I moved to Canada, actually. And maybe, sorry.
I was just about to say, it just shows you like everything happens for a reason. So it's like a blessing in disguise. So like your ex-husband cheating on you and stuff like that, it was obviously meant to be, because check out this stud they got now. Kieran looks a bit of a ride, hello.
He's Canadian, but whatever. No, it's okay.
What was that?
I said he's Canadian, but that's good. That's good. Get away from the Australian men. But yeah, sorry.
Oh no, I was just going to hit you up about the Las Vegas wedding. Like, is it like what we see on the movies? How did that come about? Were you just like traveling on holidays and something like, let's just do it? Tell us the story there.
We always just joked about it. Like, we just joked about that. Oh, we should just run away to Vegas and get eloped. Like, let's just have it done and over with. And then our time, well, she was actually had to either go back to Australia and I would follow her, or we would stay in Canada and get married.
Yeah, it was end of my 2-year visa, like, because you can get 2-year work visas, like from Canada to Australia. So, I mean, vice versa. But so I was like, okay, well, I'm nearing my end of like my visa. So either we get married or like we break up, because like I cannot do long distance relationship, especially on that, like, it's so far, right? So yeah, that's what I kind of gauged. I was like, we talked about it and we're like, what are we going to do? Like, it was really close to like that point where I needed to leave, and he didn't really have the means to be able to leave at that point to go to Australia.
Yeah, I was kind of too broke for that at that point. So we always joked about getting eloped, like just run away, get eloped in Vegas and all that. And so time came to actually get married, and we actually wanted to have our wedding in Bali. That was kind of the main plan, so that way her family in Australia would be able to make it, and my family from Canada could go, and it would be a good wedding. So we just had to get married in Vegas. Well, we just had to get married to be able to keep her in Canada, just to do the legal stuff, get that out of the way. And yeah, that was the reason for doing that. It was either get eloped in Vancouver, like at City Hall, or just have some fun with it and go down to Vegas, like we always joked about, which we did. So
it was actually amazing though. Like, yeah, I mean, people think it's trashy maybe to get married in Vegas, but it was really fun. Like, we had like his parents there, a couple of really close friends, a couple of my like close friends, and it was so much fun. Like, it was great. Like, we wouldn't have changed it. We now think about it and there's no regrets. Like, not so like, yeah, because we were actually trying to get married and like have our wedding ceremony and reception in Bali of April 2020, but then COVID hit like a month before, and we had to cancel our wedding, like cancel everything, because it was just because Bali was closer to Australia, my friends and family and that could come. And then yeah, we had to cancel everything. So it's kind of the reason why Bali was in our heads all along, was like, okay, something that we wanted to do, because we'd already planned like our wedding and our honeymoon and everything. And then when COVID hit, we had to cancel. So yeah, like, I don't know, I guess Bali was something that was always something that we wanted to do. whether it be something that we like come to just see and like come for a vacation, or just we live here.
So who married you? Was it Elvis? Did you get to pick one or?
No,
That's what I'm
we wish.
picturing.
Really cool. Yeah, no. Okay, we have one regret about it. That
Elvis.
Yeah, we should have gotten Elvis.
Oh, what?
No, sorry.
Who married you? Was it just like a normal person? There's no one dressed up.
Normal person. We don't even remember how, like, it was so quick. Like, honestly, we got married in front of the Bellagio. I don't know if you know Vegas, but Bellagio Hotel is like a big hotel with like, it's beautiful. Like, it has like a big, like, massive fountain show thing that happens every now and then. We got married there, but it was so quick. We don't even remember it really. It was just, I don't know, he was kind of just really quick with it, because I don't know if they were like, were really meant to be there to marry people, just because it's like I think they like people to book it, but we didn't really book it. So it was really fast and quick. But yeah, it was kind of just a note. He was like some non-denominational pastor type person. Wasn't anybody special.
Okay, so you went to stay at the, I think you said Bellagio, might have got that wrong. So you went to stay at the hotel, you looked it up online, someone to marry you, you clicked, let's get married, let's like organize to go down onto the street, get it done, and then you hit the casinos, or what do you guys do?
No, we didn't.
We went around to different places, took a bunch of pictures. We
actually went to the Grand Canyon with our wedding. Like, so a few days after we got married, we like wore our wedding dress and like his boy's wedding suit, and we went to Grand Canyon and got like amazing photos there, because like I don't know if you know, but there's a skywalk that you can do, where it's like out in the Grand Canyon, you can walk along like it's a glass walkway that overhangs a part of the Grand Canyon. And so when you walk out over it and you look down, and you're standing like 4,000 feet above the ground.
That would be pretty cool.
Anyway, so then we got there with like, I was like terrified, because I was like wearing like a big dress, like a big Cinderella kind of dress, and like everybody was looking at me and I hated it. But when we got there, like the photographer was like so like amused by us just wearing our stuff and like wanting to get pictures here, that he closed the whole skywalk off for us. So we got like amazing photos of no one in them with the Grand Canyon in the background. It was really, really cool.
How did he do that? How could you do that just being a photographer?
The business there has photographers on the site, so you just pay like $20 to $30 or something like that for a photographer for like 5 minutes, and they take a bunch of pictures of you. So he was working there, and and since he was there, he was like, you know what, we're just gonna like shut the thing down for you, so we can get like pictures of just you two here alone. And it was the greatest experience. Yeah, it was really cool. So we did like cool stuff like that. We weren't wearing our wedding dresses or wedding attire all the time, but we did we had a really great trip from it. And actually one of the highlights was that when we went where did we stay? It was like the Venetian. And I got checked in, and I was like, oh, it's like my wedding, and it's also like turning, like it was so we got married on the 5th of October. My birthday was the 9th, and I was turning 30. And I was telling him all about these events that we're getting married. It was my honeymoon. My birthday was like on the 9th of October. And he was like, oh, I'll see what I can do. And like, he actually got us like the penthouse suite. It was like amazing. Like, we had our own like theater, like there was a pool table, there was a grand piano. The bathroom was like bigger than our house in Vancouver. It was like massive. And it was the best part of our trip, because we got 6 nights there. And it just like, it was something that we would have been having to pay so much money for, but we got it for free.
Pretty smart.
That was a once in a lifetime experience. Never could that have ever happened on its own. Like, we can never afford a place like that. So it was an unreal experience.
Pretty legendary. We got 6 minutes to go. Give us a shout out where people can follow you guys and all that type of stuff. Or check out stuff.
So you can if you want to check out my website, it's alikamwanderlust.com, and I can give you the link to that. And then my social media, TikTok and Instagram, is Alika Wanderlust. It's pretty easy to remember, both of them. So yeah, give me a follow if you want. Hopefully I can just inspire people. That's all I'm really after, is just like, if people want help moving to Bali, or like just doing anything in life, like just contact me. I'm always here for like a positive time, like always here for encouragement, and yeah, just inspiring people to go for their dreams. And I really hope that, yeah, people can, I don't know, be inspired by what we're doing right now, because it's scary. It's not like we're like, oh, it was easy to do. It's like, it was super hard. There were a lot of like worries and things that we were thinking about, like maybe what if it doesn't work out? But what if it does? Like, that's the thing. We don't know. So like that's what we're here for, is just like, even if it doesn't work out, it's going to be the best experience, because we took the time to invest that stuff. We had all these great experiences in Bali that we could never like, you know, like, I don't know,
if
like,
worst comes to worst, we got a year in Bali. It's awesome. It's amazing. It's a great time. So we didn't really see like much to lose by doing this. I mean, if it doesn't work out, we can always just move back to Vancouver, Australia, work again, and try this a whole nother time.
Probably more to Australia because we're closer to and also because I haven't seen my family for like 2 or 3 years. I can't remember how long it's been now because of COVID. So like that was kind of our reason. Like, if things don't work out, well, we can go back to Australia and like get jobs and try it again. But we're not going to give up. We're going to keep trying. And that's the main thing, is like, you can't just give up on things. Like, if you keep trying and putting the work in, like, something's going to happen, I'm sure.
And because you guys are married, Kieran can get a job sweet as. He doesn't have, do you have to stuff around trying to get a job when you go to Australia?
I don't know. I imagine it would be easy. I'm sure I'd get whatever visa that I need to get. And I'm sure it wouldn't be a problem.
Yeah, I think because he's married to me, he can get a visa, but we have to look into that. We haven't really done that yet. But yeah, I think there's ways that he could probably do that without having to like work on a farm in Australia or something, you know, where most people
I really hope that's the case. I don't want to
yeah, but yeah, hopefully it doesn't come to that, but we'll see. Like, we're working hard each day, just trying to make our dreams come true, and I think we made really great progress. Like, for now, like I'm finding that too. Like, just with that TikTok video that you picked me up from, like, it went viral, and it was like something that really helped me, because I was like, wow, like everybody really liked seeing that I had just like did this big move and adjustment in my life, and that was great to be able to, like, the comments that I got that were like inspiring. It was really nice to hear, like, people even contacting me through Instagram on my social media, like saying like, oh, like, I want to do this, like, how do I do it? And that's like great. Like, it's what I want in my video, to like inspire people to do things like they want to do, not just to move to Bali, but whatever it is that they want to do. So it's been really great.
Yeah, no matter what it is, just get out of your comfort zone and go do whatever it is that you feel that you need to do or that you want to do. And
even these last couple, I've only been doing this for like a month or a little bit more, probably over a month. I've been starting travel blog and content creating. I've already seen so many rewards that's come from it. Like, just even being on this podcast, but like even just someone reaching out to me to be in an article, like a news article, like interviewing me. Like, there's so many things that have come out of it just because I put myself out there and got myself out of my comfort zone. Like, it's crazy. So
almost come say hi. So for the people on audio, Jaden's just walking the room.
Hi James, how are you?
Jaden, yeah.
Jaden,
Jaden.
Sorry about that.
Yeah, Tyler. Tyler, you can come say hi. And this is Tyler.
hi.
Hi Tyler, nice to meet you.
Alika and Kieran. They live over in Bali now.
Alika and
Kieran.
Kieran.
All right, how about a bit over 5 minutes?
Yeah.
Bye. Say bye.
Bye. Bye-bye.
How
You look too young to be having 2 kids.
I know.
Yeah.
I love like it's because I moisturize.
What do you use? You got to tell me, man.
I was going to ask you something. What was I going to ask? Oh, we only got 1 minute anyway. Well, quickly, what can people expect from your TikTok and Instagram and stuff like that?
You can expect a lot of inspiration, a lot of travel, Bali travel, like just stuff that you like. I don't know, just we don't know how long we're going to be in Bali for. Like, Bali was just something that we're going to start with. Maybe we want to try to move around Southeast Asia or countries that are cheaper. So I guess it's just like, if they want to follow our journey, see if we can like actually make this work. And if we can, then anyone can really make it work, because we're really not anything special. We're not like, we're not rich or anything like that. Like, we're just two normal people that are just trying to pursue our dreams. And so I'm just trying to, I guess, inspire people. And I just really hope that, yeah, people can like, yeah, be inspired and feel like they can do anything.
Sweet. And there's going to be, for everyone that hasn't checked it out, there's going to be like awesome waterfalls and trips to little islands and stuff like that, and all that type of pretty stuff, eh? Trying to think of how to say it.
Yeah, mostly. I mean, some of it I've been like trying to show like how we live in Bali too, for people, because I know there's a majority of people that want to move to Bali and they want to see like what daily life is, how much it costs to live here, and like the pros and cons and all that kind of stuff. So I have made like, I actually have on my website at the moment, I made a bunch of articles. The last couple of weeks I've been super busy trying to like write articles for people that want to move to Bali, so like what living in Bali is like even, and that kind of thing. But now I'm kind of done with that, so I'm going to try to do more of like people that want to come to Bali, what they should see and what they should do and that kind of thing. So yeah, I'm kind of leaning towards that, but I also want to like try to help people. Like, it's something that I'm kind of working at the moment. I want to try to help people to like, when they come to Bali, make them like be able to see the best of Bali type thing, like make an itinerary for them that's like designed for them, so that they can see like what, like the best of Bali, but also something that they would like love, like something that fits in with their personality, or like, you know, that's, I've kind of like, I haven't done anything with it, but that's something what I want to do. Yeah,
Well, that sounds like your pathway anyway, to do customized itineraries from, because it'll save a lot of time.
Like a Bali travel planner, where it's like, you know, we've done a lot of travel already in Bali, and I've already actually been here twice before I came here. So I'm just trying to, like help people in that way as well, like so that they can come here and not be like, oh, what should we do? Like, they have a already planned itinerary that they can like be like, okay, this is what we're doing, and they're gonna have a great time, because it's based on like what they like, whether they're adventurous or they just want to come here for a relaxing holiday, like whatever. That's kind of what I'm trying to work on. But yeah, we'll see, maybe 2022 will do that for me.
Well, it's pretty cool. You got lots of avenues you can play with, even just like what to pay for things as well. Like if we were to employ you as our travel itinerary type person, because lots of people, when you go to Bali and Thailand, all the type of stuff, you're going to get ripped off, because obviously you say, oh, how much is this t-shirt? And they're going to say like 20 bucks Australian. But really, if you know how to haggle them down, you can get it for like $4 or something like that. So you could even give them like advice for that if we employ you as our itinerary lady and stuff.
Yeah, or like planner. Yeah, that's what I'm trying to do too. Like, I'm trying to, in all my blog posts, I have a lot of information, and I want to give as much information as I can with like things like what you just said, like how to like just, more in-depth information, right? Like I want people to have a good time and also like be aware of things and situations in Bali that they need to know.
Yeah, just like stuff like, even if you're going to be catching a boat to another island, just being aware of things that like you have to take your sandals off and put them in a box with everybody else's. So it's like, just wear sandals that you don't really care too much about, because once you get off the boat, they just throw them onto the beach, and then it's a mad scramble to get your stuff. So just like, we try to let people know of even just all the little stuff just like that.
Or like monkeys that have like taken stuff off people, like taken things off the beach. So it's like just things like that I've added in my articles, like just beware of monkeys, like don't leave your belongings on the beach, because like at this beach there are a lot of monkeys and they take stuff. So like just I'm trying to like go really in depth with my articles, just because like I really want people to like experience the best of Bali, but also have all the like
also know what to expect and to be prepared.
Yeah,
for anything bad or for anything good.
I feel like I could talk to you for heaps more now. I think I've like not saved everything to the last. I like run out of time, but at the same time, so has monkeys stolen your stuff, or you just hear that from other people?
Actually, not us, but we have seen it happen. Yeah,
we have. Yeah, we were at some temple. They do like a fire show. That's another cool thing that she talks about in her blog. But anyways, as we were leaving, we saw a monkey run up a woman's body, snag the glasses off her head, and then just bounce.
Yeah.
So, and that happens really commonly. Like in the area where we were, there's actually people with like little slingshots to try to deter the monkeys away. But I mean, sometimes the monkeys just overwhelm them, I guess, and are able to snatch stuff off people.
So it can be really vicious. Like even if we smile at them, like I smiled at a monkey and it like got really aggressive. Like I was so super scared. So it's like even like tourist monkeys are like, oh, the sweetest thing. And there's this place where you can go to, it's called Monkey Forest or something. And like they think, oh, that's so cool to get a selfie with the monkey, but you have to be really careful. Like there's things that you don't know about it where it's like, you just think, oh, this is going to be a great experience, but it's just really good to be aware of what really goes on. And like, okay, these monkeys can be really aggressive. Like you can get bitten by them or you can get scratched. Like you don't want to get that either because you might get rabies.
Yeah, exactly. You're not supposed to bare your teeth at monkeys. They can take it as a sign of aggression. So that's another thing too she has in her blog that maybe people don't know about.
Yeah, because I think I did that once. I kind of smiled and I was like, oh, talking to the monkey, like, you know, your friends are down there, you should go visit them. And he got like really angry because I think I was showing my teeth and smiling and maybe just like looking at him.
Yeah.
So it's like, yeah.
So hopefully people can learn from our mistakes too.
Luckily nothing happened. We were okay. But
oh, crazy. I might use that in the intro. I'm going to do a little customized intro. You guys been like elephant riding and stuff while you've been over there? Do they do that?
I haven't yet, but I love elephants. Elephants, like I love them so much. And we want to do that actually. It's a place, it's Bali Zoo that you can actually spend a whole half day where you bathe the elephants and you can like feed them and you can actually get in with them and you can have your own elephant to like nurture and stuff. But we haven't done that yet. It's going to be something that we want to do soon, probably in the near future for sure.
Oh, very cool.
But there's so much to see in Bali. Like Bali is such a small island, like people think, but there is so much to do here. And it's just such a variety of things too, like from the beaches to jungles to like, yeah, it's incredible. Like, I don't know, have you been to Bali?
Yeah, I think we actually did the Tiger Safari Park where we actually went on the elephants.
Oh.
Yeah, it was Bali that we did it. Again, Bali and Thailand mixed up. But one of them, I'm pretty sure it was a Tiger Safari Park that we went there. We rode elephants. I think we went on a camel as well. Got a photo with a drugged out tiger. Tiger's just like sitting there and he's like this
really?
thing must be drugged or something. He's not moving, but I get my photo.
There you go.
I didn't know you could do that here. I did in Thailand, but not here yet.
Well, it might have been Thailand. Like we had both mixed up.
Yeah, they're very similar.
Yeah.
I mean, I've been to both, but I love Bali. Like I just love Bali more. So yeah, I just think it's like, yeah, amazing here. I love it. And like so many Australians are here too and think that too. Like there's so many expats that live here, working online and surfing and like enjoying the beaches and stuff. So yeah, that kind of shows you what it's like to live in Bali, you know.
Yeah.
It's great.
It's a great life.
Oh, pretty cool. I better wrap it up just so the episodes aren't too long and stuff like that. Well, that was awesome chatting to you guys. Did you have fun coming on the show?
Yeah, it was really fun. It's different. We've never done this before, so it's new to us. So sorry if we're like rambling or saying random things, but
yeah, thanks for the opportunity.
We really had fun. Yeah,
it was a great time.
Cool. All right, I might do the little outro. Well, yeah. Well, thanks again for coming on the show, you guys. And thank you to the listeners and watchers for watching us, listening. Please tell a friend about the podcast and have a fantastic day. All right, bye.
Peace.